Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to learn Three Doors Down, When I'm Gone. Real fun, rock and tune with some cool parts. Also, thanks for supporting me at what I do, my thing, Marty Music. I appreciate you subscribing and especially clicking that bell notification so you can be notified when I make new videos. It really helps me out, you guys, so thank you for that. Let's learn the tune. All right, now the intro really revolves around an A minor, a C major, and a G5, which is really just a G chord without the A string in there. And we're not going to play the high E either, so it's that, A string's muted, open D, open G, 3rd fret B. I'm used to this G chord, G5, so I have my pinky there, but you're not, in the song it's not in there. It's easier for me to do that shape. And if you accidentally hit the high E, it's a perfect note. So you have A minor, but we're going to add some little picky picks, embellishments. And that's the first one. So it starts with the open A, and then D, G, and when you get to the B string, it's open, hammered onto the first with that index finger. I'm just used to that shape with it starting down, but you could start like that. Then you do G, D. Then a pull off on that 1st fret. So when you do the pull off, you hit the G and then back to that hammer 1st fret. Like that. You put all that together. And after that hammer on, I'm going G, D, open A. And then I'm going to form the C major chord. And when I get to that B string, it's the same thing as that A minor. It's hammered on to that 1st fret, followed by the open G, and then the G power chord or the G5. G power chord, G5, same thing. So you put that all together. Now we go to the second one. Starts the same way. But now we're going to add our pinky to the 3rd fret of the B. So once you do that hammer on, you do G, D, so you go 3, 2, 0. Almost the same. So that second one, so you're just doing that B, G, D. And then you get to that C, and you do that the same way. Let's put it all together, that intro. So there's a little lick that happens right before what we would consider the verse. It's just that 1st fret B pull off. And then that 2nd fret G, but you can do it from the voicing of that A minor chord. And now we're in the verse, and you have to do this little thing. And it's just the O, 2, 3 on the A string, middle finger, ring finger. Now you could play a regular A minor like that, and there is more than one guitar in this recording, and they're panned. You know, you got a left guitar, right guitar. Tim Pierce, my friend, he always preferred to be left side guitar. Don't know enough about that, but you can play this A sus2. It really does remind me of the early aughts rock music. It's just like A minor with the index off. And then you get another picking thing that we would call the pre-chorus. So we're just starting the exact same way as the very beginning. And then you hit that G, so. And then that 3rd fret on the B string. Then the next one. So that 2nd one. Rest on G string. Then does the 1st one. Then it does a little thing that goes into the chorus. And then we're kicking it full octane. So that last one, you're gonna hit that last G note just like you did before. And then you grab that C and you do the A, D, G, and now we're into the chorus, and it keeps doing this. But on that first one, you can hear the clean guitar. Boom, then we're rocking it out pretty hardcore with some heavy distortion. So the chorus has heavy distortion, and we're gonna do a power chord on the 2nd fret A, and then you got your ring finger on the 4th fret D, and we're going to slide it to the 3, then back, then go into an open A power chord. And you got to go, you got those palm muting chug sounds. And so the first one is like that, but the second one, it's a 2 to 3, and then you're hearing just a little bit of ghost strokes like that. And so when we go up to this chord, it's a D power chord, which is 5 on the A, 7 on the D, but then we're playing the 5th below by grabbing that 5th fret on the E string with it. Gives it that more of a heavy metal sounding chord. So you put that together for the chorus. And so after this one, we're doing this, which is a D. Then we do a regular G power chord, which is 3rd fret on the low E and 5th fret on the A. So check it out. Now you could also, as a second guitar player, instead of this slide part as a power chord, you could play octaves only as the second guitar part, which could be, which now you're just playing the A string and the G string of that instead of the power chord. It's great for that second guitar part. So just keep that in mind. And that's the chorus. Then you have this other so you got jump, chut, gent, gentleman. So you got the A, gent. So then we're sliding second to third. Then more gents. So so we're sliding 5 to 7 on the A string power chord. And then on the second time, you get up to that 5th fret and you go, which would be 3, 2, 3, A. Lots of palm muting there to get all that stuff. And then you go into what we would call that clean pre-chorus sound again. Also on that, there's definitely another guitar that's got that. On the first chord, you play it the same way. But then on all the other ones, you're getting the low E string on that same fret. So. Just to get that heavy sound in there with the other guitar playing the regular power chords. Now the ending of the song, you can think of it as the verses. But just with heavy distortion. And then you got it, man. All right, there was the lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, Marty Music's my thing, and I appreciate you supporting that. Now, you can request songs you'd like to see in the comments below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe right here to Marty Music. Thanks again. We'll see you later.